Welcome to Cindy's Chronicles. Boom, haha. What is up, my angels? Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. If you are new here, y'all leave me a comment and say you're new to my channel. Subscribe so I could go ahead and welcome you in. I like to comment back to everybody. I try my best to comment back to just about everybody to let you know I see you. I appreciate your comments, so forth, so on. If you're one of my loyal supporters, thank you so much for coming back. Whoa, y'all, I have such a powerful message today. Such a powerful message. Like, it has been on my heart so heavy since I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. And then it's crazy because like at 6 o'clock, I pick up my phone and I see stuff that's related to it. So I don't know what that's about, but what I'm trying to do these days is be obedient. In the past, I haven't been so obedient. I get intuitions and I don't follow them. So here you go. I don't care what people got to say. Oh, you want to talk about this? You want to talk about this? This is a message that is for somebody. I don't know who it's for, but it was on my heart. Guys, be careful who you allow in your home. And when I say your home, not just your home, your house, your personal space, even at work. It doesn't matter where you are. Be mindful, okay? It is so important not to let people know everything about you up front. It is so important that if you get an intuition, if you get a bad feeling about somebody in the beginning, keep them where they at. Be obedient. Please be obedient, guys. Be obedient, because you don't get that feeling for nothing, especially us women. We have an intuition. We were given that intuition for a reason. Pay attention to the red flags. Pay attention to signs. Don't be like, I had a few friends, right, that are no longer my friends. And I remember these friends, like, they would come around and I would say, and they would ask me, well, I see you had a party and you didn't invite me. I feel some type of way. Yeah, because the party was at my house. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys. So, yeah, I had friends that would call me and say, oh, I seen you had a get together at your house. I feel some type of way. You didn't invite me. Yeah, because it was at my home, right? I never felt comfortable with them. Or if I brought my children around, or my ex, or my person around who I was dating, I would always, it's kind of like I would always get this uneasy feeling, like they'll be doing too much in front of them, or I had one friend that would literally start talking white. I'm like, what? You didn't talk that way like 30 minutes ago. So why are you around my person telling myself, yeah, because I had to, like, who are you? And why are you changing? You know what I'm saying? But I picked up on these signs and I didn't do anything about it. Y'all, if y'all don't know about Judas, go read about it, okay? I have very little time. I got a lash appointment that I literally just pushed back so I could make this video. As you can see, I'm standing up. I'm not even comfortable. I literally called her and said, this is too heavy on my heart. I gotta make this video. Can you please push my lash appointment back? And y'all see I'm missing lashes. So it's serious. Be careful who you allow in your house, in your home, in your personal. This is your house, okay? So not just your home, your personal space, right? People come to kill, steal, and destroy. People want your life, and it don't seem like it. Let me tell y'all something. It's very seldom that you'll be able to get rid of a hater, okay? It's very seldom that you're going to get rid of a jealous person. It's very seldom that you're going to get rid of somebody who wants something that you have. And I'm just learning this. Guys, don't think I'm just saying this right now. Like, I never believed that this could happen. I never even believed they had people out there like that. Like, I never believed that one person could want somebody else's life. I seen that on TV, but I thought that was just made up stuff. But if you think about it, they get that stuff from somewhere. They get that stuff from true events somewhere. Y'all, Be careful who you allow in your home. Let me tell y'all a story that I never told y'all. I had a friend who called me, and I'm going to change it up a little bit, so it's not going to be exactly like, she told it to me, because I don't even want to, get out there. This has to do with her job, blah, blah, blah. If you guys are new here, then I went through a situation where I was in a relationship for 18 years. I had a girl who I was friends with for 13 years, literally call me and tell me, I want to go to the party with you tonight, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, it's kind of like a couple's things. I'm going to a friend's party. Why? And I want to go. She just push. And she's one of those friends who, wasn't really invited to my house. So I was like, okay, girl, just meet me there, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, she ended up betraying me in the worst way ever. Literally, within 6 months, she was in my house, sleeping in my bed with my ex. Literally, walking around in my robe. Like, wanted my life so bad that she literally has my life right now. Not my life, because she could never be me, but I'm just saying, it was that bad, okay? Now, rewind. My friend called me and she said, girl, no, I called her for some advice. And she said, girl, I've been wanting to get in touch with you. She said, I have a coworker. She said, we were having an event at her job. And it was, she told her employees that only the employees can come. Now, this girl who did that to me, she knew this was my good friend. She knew this was my good friend. She told the girl, she said, she told somebody that she knew. She said, let me be your +1. So the girl went to her boss, which is my friend, and said, I have a +1, can I bring them? And my friend said, well, unfortunately, this is a only business meeting, only business people can come, no +1s, right? And and I'm saying business meeting, y'all, I'm breaking it up just a little bit, like I said, because I don't want to give any details. Long story short, my friend went back, was having a discussion with them on their lunch break. She was having a discussion with the person who friend wanted to come so bad. And she was like, yeah. She was like, I apologize for calling so many times. She said, but my friend just was so adamant about coming to this event. Y'all saw those lights blinking? What the freak? I'm telling y'all, this is crazy. The lights are in here blinking. This has been on my heart so heavy since I woke up, and I really gotta go. Let me see what time it is. Oh gosh, I gotta go. I don't have enough time to really dive into it. Okay, so she said that the girl was so adamant about coming that she just kept calling her. And my friend went on to say, well, I have a friend, when somebody, she had the same type of thing happen to her. And the girl was so adamant about coming with her that night that she ended up destroying her whole house. And again, I'm not giving my ex a pass, okay? I'm talking about one person and one person in particular, and that was somebody who pretended to be my friend, and I got a lot of signs and didn't pay attention to him. Well, I paid attention to him, but I didn't be obedient. She said, because this happened, blah, 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 and the lady told her, wait a minute, Cindy's Chronicles, I heard that before. Because the girl who wanted to come so bad is affiliated with Cindy's Chronicles, blah, blah, blah. And she actually told me, whatever I do, don't watch Cindy's Chronicles videos. Now, mind you, years ago, this girl completely stopped being my friend because she said I wouldn't help her be a YouTuber when I wasn't famous on YouTube. My daughter was. And she kept asking me to do stuff that I was like, okay, we can do it at another time. She wanted it done right then and there. And she completely stopped talking to me for a whole 2 years. And when she came back, she was like, I'm sorry, I want to be your friend. I love you. I should have never stopped talking to you. Next time we'll do stuff different. And within a month, my whole life, what I known it was completely scattered. after 2 years of not talking to her. Okay? Because I would not help her on YouTube, which she thought I could, but of course I didn't know what I was doing, so I don't know really what she expected from me. Okay? Let's go back and stay on track. My friend said that she told the lady, I am so happy that I didn't allow you to bring a +1, because I would have never trusted you again. And I don't know what would have happened if that girl would have walked in here. That is my best friend's enemy, the girl who did that to her, and she know who I am and she know we're best friends. Why did she want to come? It was a job we used to work at together. So she was like, why did she want to come here? Why was she trying so hard to be in my presence after what she did? And I thought about that night, how she begged me to come and begged me to come. And I said to myself that this message is for somebody. It got somebody out there right now who is watching this video who told their self, I don't know why I feel so uncomfortable around this person. I don't know what it is. But you're second guessing yourself. Do not second guess yourself. Thank God my friend was strong enough to say, no +1s, right? She didn't even know the story then. But sometimes when you're a good person, things just work out in your favor, because I don't know why this girl is trying to come there so bad. Come to find out later that she's trying to get somebody to tell her story, which I don't know what her story could possibly be. Maybe she's trying to say, oh, she cheated first, blah, blah, that doesn't matter. You were my friend, supposedly. You're in my home. I allowed you to spend a night at my house because you said you was too drunk to drive home, but you wasn't drunk. Let's not go there, okay? The message that was given to me to give to somebody is that if you have a feeling, if it is on your heart, if you have any second guess about somebody, do not bring that person in your house. Do not bring that person in your home. While you are at work, leave that person at work. Because let me tell you, I just heard a story this morning where I stumbled up on it, not even trying to, literally just got on the internet this morning and this feeling wouldn't go away. And the man was talking about how how another guy got hired, right? The guy who got hired on his job wanted to befriend him, was literally begging to come in his house. Man, invite me over for dinner. Man, do this. Well, it was a little bit more. I'm giving a short version. First, the man asked him, oh, what neighborhood you stay in, blah, 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 got to know him. He said that the man was literally, and y'all may have heard this story. Y'all could comment below if y'all heard the story, because I know I'm kind of like speeding it up because I got to go. The man begged him to come in his house, and it brought back flashbacks immediately. Like, God, are you trying to tell me something? Because this has been on my mind all morning. This is exactly what happened to me, and this is exactly what happened to my friend. Like, the girl who betrayed me, that demon who wanted my life, that demon who ended up walking around my house in my robe, sleeping in my bed every night with my ex, she begged me to come to that party. Literally. I can't see myself begging nobody to come nowhere. This man said that the dude was pretty much like forcing himself to his house. He allowed him to come into his house, watch the game, blah, blah, blah. He said within a month, he ended up, whatever happened, don't quote me on that because I didn't get into details with it. He ended up getting demoted. That person ended up getting his position at work. So that person had to went to work and shared so much business with the coworkers about this man because he went in his house that they end up demoting him for some reason. Then, like, so much happened because of this man he allowed in his house. It was so many stories that I was listening to this morning. I said, man, I got to share this. This message is for somebody. I don't know if it's for a young person, an old person. It happened to me at 45 years old. I was too old for that. Y'all parents ever told y'all don't allow nobody in y'all house? I was that person. I was that person that I paid attention to everything. I didn't let people in my home. When I say paid attention to, if I got any bad vibe off you, you couldn't come in my house. You couldn't come around me. I saw you at the club or at a party or I would invite you somewhere else where there's a crowd of people and I would mingle, hey girl, whoo! But I would not let people in my home. Your home is the only place in this world that you can walk around freely. Because you know, as soon as you walk out your door, you're being recorded. They got cameras everywhere, right? The only way you're being recorded in your own home is if you're doing it yourself. Your home is your safe place. That is your peace. Your personal space is your personal space. That's your peace. If you're allowing somebody too close to you at work, all up in your business, all up in your personal space, bag up off of them. Get them out your business. Don't allow people in your home. Guys, I don't know why what happened to me happened. But I do know this. No matter if I would have broke up with my ex or not, because I'm sure we, whatever would have happened. God had plans for me, and I'm not going against those plans that he had for me. I am happy. I am in a good place. I feel so empowered right now with everything that I'm learning on this healing journey. But what I do know is I wouldn't have lost my family the way I did if I didn't allow somebody in my personal space. If I didn't allow somebody to come in my house, sleep in my grandson's bed, sit on my couch, tell them things, allow them in my personal space so they'll know personal things about me. One of the things that she tried to say was, the first thing she told my ex to get my ex to turn on me was that I cheated. First of all, I didn't. And second of all, if I did, so what? I told my friend. Who would have thought that they would tell a homegirl something that would tell your partner, right? So that tells me right then and there that your whole goal was to destroy me. Your whole goal was intentional. Guys, be careful. Please, if you don't do nothing else, protect your home. Protect your house. Protect your energy. Protect your personal space. If you get a bad feeling, do not be obedient. Do not brush it off. You're getting that feeling for a reason. And if you feel like you're just being dramatic or whatever, then give it some time. Pray about it. Just don't brush it off. This can save your life. Guys, if I didn't control my emotions, God knows I could have been in jail. Okay? I literally walked in my grandson's room and caught them in a bed together. If I had not controlled my emotions, somebody could have been hurt, okay? And everybody don't have that same strength. Not saying I'm stronger than anybody else, because I go through it every single day, guys. I went through it for a long time. Reading books right now and, educating myself on betrayal and energies and bad spirits has really made me feel so much better. Like, I feel like now the sky is the limit for me, right? But I had to get that message out today. I am not worried about my past anymore, but it was a message that was put on my heart, guys. Like, I am literally standing up. And I didn't even try to sit down and like say, you know what, let me like get comfortable, whatever. I can't even really see the camera. All I knew is this message has to get out because it's for somebody. If y'all feel like I am talking to you today, please leave me a comment. Please let me know so in my mind I could know that I did the right thing. I know I always say that I'm gonna post a video today, but I am posting this video today. I'm going to post this video today. I really like to post my videos like at 7 in the morning. That's my favorite time, but I gotta be obedient. This message was on me for a reason. Be careful, guys. Be careful who you bring in your home. Be careful who you bring in your personal space. Be careful who you tell your personal business to. Everybody is not your friend. Guys, y'all have to remember, everybody is not your friend. I don't know, can y'all go back to the old days when the older people used to say, you don't eat from everybody's house, right? And you don't allow everybody in your home. Y'all remember that? The old people knew what they was talking about. The old people were wise. They've been here before. They knew what they was talking about. Now, I'm 46 years old, okay? And I am telling y'all, because I'm wise, protect your home. People like to say, oh, if a man cheated, he was going to do that anyway. If you had a good man and that man is normally not a cheater and you had peace at home and all of a sudden your peace is starting to be interrupted, guys, they got people out there who come in your house and do it. Now, a man could be strong and say, okay, I messed up, but now I realize what I'm doing and he can come back. You know, people make mistakes, but it don't necessarily mean that that person was going to do that anyway. People come into your home to kill, steal, and destroy. They are demons. All right? They are demons. Guys, if somebody, I got so many examples that I want to tell y'all, but I just don't even want to run this time. I personally will tell all of you guys to keep your plans private, your moves silent, your life low key, and your prayers loud. Okay? And I'm not that person who's going to get on here and say, oh, don't tell nobody when you have something good happen in your life. No, celebrate. Celebrate. Be happy with what you're blessed with. But keep them people out. People can't hurt you if they're not close to you. They cannot hurt you if they're not in your personal space. They can wish bad on you all they want. But if you don't have them in your personal space, they can't touch you. They can't hurt you. They can't do what they can do if they up in your personal space. One more thing. I used to never tell people when I was having bad days or when I was having like issues in my relationship. I never did it. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I got so comfortable. But let me tell you, this is another thing. If you and your partner having a rough patch, don't tell nobody. You better go to God. You better pray about it. 80% of the people don't want to hear it anyway. They just on the phone because they like, oh my gosh, she got another problem today. And that is one of the reasons why I never used to tell nobody my problems. Like people call me telling me stuff and I'll be like, girl, just pray about it. And I'll tell them that. But then if they call me 2 or 3 more times about it, I'll be like, okay, here she go again. 80% of the time, and sometimes I'll just listen because I'm like, everybody needs an ear to hear. 80% of the time, people don't want to hear it. 20% of the time, or maybe more than 20%, they happy you got problems. Because in their mind, they thinking like, oh, I thought she was goody two shoes. I thought she didn't have problems. Or I thought she didn't. But a lot of my reasons why I would share stuff sometimes is because I love to be relatable. I love for a person to know that I'm not perfect. I've been through stuff. I've had things that happen to me. So you're not alone. So let me tell you what happened to me. Let me tell you what I went through, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you how, girl, it's okay if you feel like you've gained a lot of weight. I feel like that too. Girl, let me tell you, if you feel like you're not where you want to be in life because your bank account look like this. Oh, girl, mine look like this too. When you share with people your personal business, 20% of them happy because they feel like, woo, I'm happy. At least I know somebody else going through it too. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for listening. I did do a good 20 minutes on here. And I got to get off because I got some things to take care of. But I really, really, really wanted to share that message. I really need this to touch somebody today. Y'all have no idea. I'm going to review this video. And hopefully it's good enough for me to drop today. Because I'm talking fast. I got somewhere to be. I'm anxious. And it wouldn't go away, y'all. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all let me know. If y'all enjoyed this video, let me know if y'all got the message. Y'all do me a favor and have an amazing day. Mwah.